Hey there, Andrew Lee for the Lazy Tech Guys, and today's review is on the Elgato HD60 Pro. So when I first heard about the HD60 Pro, this was back at TwitchCon 2015. At the same time, Elgato was actually showcasing the card there, and we had time to stop by their booth and actually got to talk to Jeff, who graciously showed us the ins and outs of the card, as well as some of the software changes that they were bringing with the 3.0 beta. Now, if you look at the specs, this is very similar to the HD60, whereas the HD60 Pro, they both operate at full HD at 60 frames a second. And of course, they'll have HDMI ports, so you can utilize your different consoles like your PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and Nintendo Wii. And of course, on the back end of the things, such as unlimited capture, flashback recording, stream command, and master copy, you have all that. The big difference between the two units is that obviously the HD60 is an external device, whereas the HD60 Pro relies on a PCIe slot. Meaning, if you don't have a computer tower of some sort that can accommodate the card, then unfortunately you can't use this, since this is aimed at not just enthusiasts, but people who want to perfect their stream to take it to the next level. Now, in a few moments, I'll actually show you what the game capture software looks like on the Elgato. So, let's go. So we're here at the game capture software. As you can tell, I already have my X1 set up, and you can see the instant game view with no relative lag whatsoever. You can't see my other screen, obviously, but I can tell you for a fact that there is no lag in the synchronization whatsoever. Now, of course, I do have my Twitch alerts open, and one of the things that they've done with the 3.0 beta is you can actually add the URLs from your different add-ons and integrate them into the software here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually fix my settings here just for all intents and purposes, just so you can kind of see what the process looks like. So obviously you're going to have your webcam here. Now, if I were to do this brand new, I would add web page, copy my Twitch alerts URL here, and it would add it. But in this case, I've already done it, and I just need to move it here and resize it to however I feel like. Now, of course, this one's for the chat room, something that I'd really enjoy to have, just because, not just because, it's rather interesting for people who watch it. And of course, when you're done, you obviously save, and you can actually test them out just to see if you like the layout or not. And I feel like I need to adjust this more. I'm not sure why. But that can also be adjusted through Twitch alerts as well, as if you already know about this. Now, as far as the layout for the software, it's actually fairly straightforward. It doesn't feel like you have to dig around different settings. Obviously, as you can see right here, I could choose and pick whatever server I feel like. Of course, the nice thing that I like about this compared to maybe some of the other interfaces that I've ran into is it actually tells you the latency of your connections. And of course, it's always changing, but I've always found that San Jose works out for me the best. So thank you, San Jose. Thank you, Silicon Valley, for that matter. Oh, my Xbox is falling asleep. Of course, in this case, for live commentary, I run my USB mic here, which you can see in the corner part of my webcam there. But the one thing that you want to keep in mind, if you don't know this already, is that when you're utilizing this with a party chat in the game, I actually have to run two different mics. I'm not sure if this is true for any of you guys out there, but I have to run one mic for in-game party chat, and then I have to run another mic for commentary for my stream. So I'm already used to that setup, but it's something that you might want to keep an eye out for, especially if you are a potential streamer or if you're already streaming already, just so that you can still communicate with your team as well as talk to your chat and have those lovely derp moments. Now, of course, you can actually set up the video tags as well. Gives you a little title, game, description, and especially if you have the master copy function set up, it'll actually save it exactly how you type it as well. And you can actually switch over to edit, and you can actually look at whatever videos you have. You could kind of splice them a little bit, video edit to a certain extent, and it'll keep all your titles all organized fairly well. Of course, you can do much more with all this stuff right here. You can adjust the codecs. I usually just leave it on automatic for myself. You can share it out. Really great. So many different options there, as well as set up where it's going to go when you actually save it. So let's move on to the verdict of the card. With all things considered, the Elgato HD60PRO is a great card with a lot of potential. Ringing true to the fact of taking your stream content to the next level, the foundation between capture card and proprietary software is there. Even if you don't plan on using the game capture software, it works with OBS just fine with no snags with the 64-bit software. With that said, I rate this capture card an easy 4 out of 5. While the price can be considered a hefty investment, if you plan on streaming console content, this card is the one that you should be thinking about really hard. I'd like to thank Jeff from Elgato to take the time at TwitchCon to show us this wonderful card. So if there's a product that you'd like us to check out, contact us at comments@lazytechguys.com or on Twitter at twitter.com/lazytechguys. Until the next video, take care and have a wonderful day.